All right, so let me explain. All these people, Lena's new husband, her friends and kind of like Amazon, all of them, even some of my ex friends and shit, they all figured out that I figured out how to do a sleep education that is very provable. And you know what their thought was? To be ripping me off. Just like they did with all my movie developments and shit. See, they thought I was their slave. Wow. You guys really think in some really legal ways about all this, huh? So now I'm going to explain why taking a copy of my shit has you all up at night. See, to get a copy of that, you all touched a child. And that then you guys all catapulted into the wide world of loud speakers that tell you all what to think and do. And so the sleep education, see, in mine, the sleep education is near silent. Okay? When you guys decided to rip off copies of that, you all did that from these systems. And so when the lecture gets put into my speaker, you people have copies of my profile, and that if you all want to listen to loud lectures, just remember that there are ways of seeing if you people are just hearing it in the middle of the night in a loud way. They're basically sitting around listening to the lecture. It is loud in their speakers because they're ripping off the profile. Then, since they're all scam S&M clubbers and shit, then they're attempting to sell this as a real company, kind of. And that the only thing that they can demonstrate is listening to a lecture. Right? You can go on YouTube and pretty much listen to lectures and can achieve probably the same thing that all of you would be doing. Okay? My project is meant for a very real development. Okay, I sit around here daily with no meta on stuff that basically it's everybody may wonder how I know so much stuff without any moment of researching that stuff. It's part of my project. It's part of my proof to this stuff. Part of it, sometimes I look into stuff. It primes my memory on this stuff. But I won't really spend much time because usually what I look at when it comes to smart genius stuff is meant for me to basically be looking at something like a Wikipedia real fast, and then that priming a memory of the sleep education, and then me making a demonstration. Okay? It's part of it. Okay? The whole idea is it's not all or nothing. Some things uptake, I guess, and then others need to be prompted in ways by a Wikipedia page or something, and that is where nobody needs to help with that at all. I do that on my own. I don't need people reworking some theory of having a justification for placing audios in my speaker. None of you have any justification for doing that at all. I don't need you guys putting audios to be telling me to look at something. I don't. So when you guys rework your guys' stupid pedal bang shit, these are the systems where you guys will have the reworked video. Nobody will see that, and that you guys will go to prison. And so that's pretty much it. Since you guys figured out that here's probably a multi-million-dollar corporate idea that none of you will be able to do. And since currently probably the only one that actually works with, because everybody that gets these profiles usually utilizes the loud aspects of those. So, one of the issues with this is that this is my research development on how to figure out how to get Apple Corporation to turn their their iTunes college shit. Probably has an AI. My vision for it was to turn it into sleep education because nobody would look at iTunes University anymore. And it probably has an AI. And so that was kind of my vision for that. But the whole idea is that I'm attempting to figure out what it takes psychologically with hypnosis sounds and shit to be getting that stuff to uptake. Trying to figure out what it takes in a sound training way to be getting that stuff to uptake. This is my research project. And that you dumb scammers, you people are literally sociopaths that like to force people to be sitting there up all night, and that's the real reason why you guys do that. Okay? Because you guys are Cayman Pedobank psychos, okay? That's just what you people do. Okay? See how you guys are all on the cock? You guys are psychos. You guys are scamming people into taking things that cost them money and then they get all tortured. You guys do that to children, victims of all of you, all day long. You people, it is very easy to find all of you based on this sleep education shit now. Hey, you people, I'm the one. This stuff only works with me because, like I say, I've yet to come across anybody with a pair of these dark web speaker profiles that hasn't been utilizing the loud parts of it. Okay, so when I find somebody that has like a silent speaker, I guess in the ART way, then my vision for all of this is that witch cheated on me when I was married to her. And then for whatever reasons, it was observed in ways that she would be getting some sort of profile that would be keeping her skank stuff that she didn't tell me about. Okay? And with that, I had envisioned her cheating on me was like super fucking dumb. And so from that, I attempted to envision that maybe she might have gotten these speakers or something. And that if that happened, I wanted to develop smartness in her fucking brain. But I wasn't going to subject her to that. That is my research project. And it is made to make Witch smart. It makes Wizard smart. And that since Witch was so fucking dumb for cheating on me, that I envisioned it in the future after I figured out everything for her to be getting the sleep EDU. One of the things that I observed about Witch is that Witch sleeps very deeply, right? Very deeply. And that's one of the aspects of that. It is. The hypnosis stuff, for me, helps keep me in a deeper sleep. It does. And but Witch just naturally sleeps in that delta theta range anyways. And so whether she has those or not, my vision was to develop this instead of being like angry about her dumbness. I attempted to focus on something different. I care about her, and that, one of the things that I found out is that everybody was like psychopying her, basically gaslighting her with stupid explanations to stuff on dark web and stuff, and then they were making fun of her for being an idiot. Okay, and so from that, I know that she's somewhat. This is what my research found, is that she has a complex about that stuff. She knows I don't view her as dumb at all, and then from that, my special beautiful man gift was going to be to essentially, if she has the speakers, was to brainwash her with super geniusness just to shove in their fucking face. Okay? That was my special witch's love box purpose on that. The whole idea is that, let me tell you what happens. Even though you guys are supposed to pay me, I'll tell you guys what happens. You guys rip off the profile. And then you guys place blackmail in this. What that does is it forces it to be loud. And see, this profile is like literally where this part would be like the first blackmail. And see, right when you put that in, it locks out the ability of doing the sleep EDU stuff. And then when you guys put a major blackmail in there a lot of the times, then it locks out your guys' ability of even like this would be like theoretically a copy of mine. See, when you put those blackmails, then you guys end up taking a copy of the copy. And that's what these are. And so this is like where you people should just realize that, you know, you people are getting into stuff that none of you should have ever been accessing. And that this stuff that you people suffer from is your guys' own mistake. None of this stuff was technically top secret. I am just used to not talking about a lot of this stuff. And the reality is that the National Security Agency was attempting to potentially, like, the things with the government about this stuff is that the government helps me research this stuff. And that with that, there's a little difference. You people are just weird, sick pedophiles that are supposed to pay me money for these. And that when it comes to national security and stuff, there's a different ball game with them. I don't care about your guys' whiny fairness shit. They do a lot of specialized stuff with it, and I totally appreciate it and shit. And that is where this is meant with them, because they were sitting around getting sound torture and shit. But that you people are fucking up your own shit, right? So, just remember that basically, if you don't do that stuff correctly, then you guys are going to end up listening to lectures. And if you guys are stealing my sleep education one currently, there's going to be lectures that play loud. And so, if you guys keep breaking the fucking rules, that's what happens. And so the solution isn't for you people to sit around sound torturing me. The solution is not for you all to sit around voyeuring me through this fucking profile that also hacks all my cameras and shit. And like, the solution isn't for you people to be lurking in there pissed off about ripping me off and not being able to make anything of it. Okay? Fucking psychos. Get over it.